Squid Game is a worldwide sensation, but it's often the case when anything gets mega popular that fans find some things in it that get their ire up. These are the times Squid Game stepped over the line. The response to the ending of Squid Game Season 2 got so negative that even the show's creator had to speak up to defend it. The season ends on a major cliffhanger as Gi-hun leads an armed rebellion against the people running the game. The rebellion sadly fails though, and the frontman has Jung-bae executed right in front of Gi-hun. Fans were especially frustrated that Gi-hun still didn't catch on that the frontman was player 1 the whole time. The man Gi-hun knew as Oh Young-il faked his death to return to his behind-the-scenes role, killing the people who thought he was their ally along the way.
I'm sorry, Gi-hun. It's over.
Viewers flooded X to call the ending predictable and overhyped. One wrote, "Squid Game Season 2 was so disappointing for me. The storytelling was lacking. They built up the characters and relationships but found them still lacking in complexity like the first season." They added that even the death scenes didn't impress, nor did the games. Indeed, the last episode of Season 2 has the lowest rating on IMDb, hinting that some viewers won't be coming back for a third round. Series creator, director, and writer Hong Dong-hyuk told Entertainment Weekly that he decided to have the season end on a cliffhanger for a good reason, though. He said, "I thought that would be just the right moment to end the story." He added that he felt it would stoke audience enthusiasm, not irritation. Time will tell if it pays off for him. Thanos has been quite the divisive character for Squid Game's fans. While other characters have been unpopular, he's definitely drawn the most vitriol in Season 2. This is mostly due to qualities that fans have called grating.
Hope I get the green light. I like you.
Named for the Marvel character, Thanos is a rapper who lost all of his money in a cryptocurrency scheme. In the games, he serves mostly as a thorn in the side of Gi-hun and the other players who voted to end them. Thanos abandons his friends at will and regularly takes as yet unidentified pills kept in a crucifix he wears around his neck. When he's not getting high, he's goofing off. None of this behavior endeared him to fans, who challenged one another on the Squid Game subreddit to think of a quality that made Thanos bearable. The Korean media has also been particularly harsh, with one outlet demanding actor Choi Sung-hyun, quote, apologize to the international audience for his acting. Some fans have argued that the audience's hatred of the character means Sung-hyun did a good job playing an antagonist, but lots never warmed up to him. The death of Kang Se-byuk is one of the most tragic, moving, and depressing deaths of the series, but that's not why many fans have come to loathe it. No, the loss of her character stands as a monument to the way women are treated on Squid Game, and the fact that her sudden death seems to come just to motivate the characters around her. Se-byuk is stabbed to death by Cho Sung-woo after suffering an already severe wound from an explosion at the end of the Glass Bridge game. This has nothing to do with the thief she was before the games, or the loving friend and sister she's become. It happens simply to motivate Gi-hun to eventually rebel against the game. Yes, men in Squid Game die as violently as women, but most of them die due to their own hubris. Only one woman, Minyo, is killed on her own terms in Season 1 in an act of revenge against her lover. But Mina in Season 2 just has the bad luck to have a bee on her. Both Se-mi, who is stabbed to death, and Young-mi, who is shot during the Mingle game, both seem to die just to motivate the other players. This mistake is more of an apparent editing error, and many just got a laugh out of it, but some fans were mildly upset by it because it happened during the second season's climax. In Episode 7, as Gi-hun leads his rebellion, among the flying shrapnel and falling comrades, a cameraman can be seen among the carnage. It's possible to create an in-universe explanation for him being there. Maybe the VIPs want an up-close look at the action, but it's definitely a mistake in reality. It's pretty inexcusably sloppy for a big Netflix hit, but if it somehow pays off during Season 3, we'll be glad to eat our words. Only someone watching a second time is likely to notice this one. In the second season's third episode, after Red Light Green Light plays out, the surviving participants vote on whether to stay in the game. Player 388's number is called, and the man who stands up is older and has a potbelly, but the next time we see 388, he's Kang Dae-ho, a younger former Marine.
Victory at all costs, sir! Cohort 1140, sir!
Either this is a sloppy act of discontinuity, or it's a brilliant Easter egg that hints that Dae-ho is not who he appears to be. During the player revolt, he notably fails to provide needed ammo at a key moment. Some fans think he might have been planted in the game by the frontman to take care of him, since he shows up around the same time as Player 1. This is a minor detail to get steamed about, but it's pretty symbolic of the way Gi-hun's character development has been handled. At the close of Season 1, Gi-hun dyes his hair red to symbolically show he's following his rage against the people who run the games. But by the time he's living incognito and trying to dig up more information on the frontman and his games, his hair's dark again. Yes, it's easier to blend in if your hair isn't bright red, but eventually Gi-hun decides to make himself a target again. This is ironically reflected in Gi-hun's Season 2 character arc. While he's undeniably bolder and still kind, he remains a bit gullible, which nearly gets him killed and costs the lives of many of his allies. Gi-hun has a clear goal from the beginning of Season 2, end the games by any means necessary. But for a guy who spent months plotting out his revenge, his actual attempt at a coup is so poorly thought out, it's no wonder it fails. Why do his friends agree to take part in what's an obvious suicide mission? Why does no one bother to check around for more ammo? Why doesn't Gi-hun consider the massive odds stacked against him? Why does Daeho only get war flashbacks during their gun battle with the Pink Soldiers and not during all the other shooting throughout the season? All of it reads like it's in the script-style decision-making. Gi-hun is also willing to let the X and O players fight it out to the death so as not to interrupt his rebellion plan.
So, what you're saying is, sacrifice a few for the good of the rest.
Wouldn't he want to save everyone he could? Hopefully Season 3 will resolve some of these issues. While this isn't part of Squid Game itself, Netflix went full bore with Squid Game The Challenge, and the show's creator gave it his blessing. Many fans have already accused Netflix of not understanding the anti-capitalist message of the original show. And this reality game show, which replicates the experience of playing those frightening games without the risk to life and limb, is the biggest example. Contestants are killed when they fail their challenges, triggering an ink pack signaling their removal from the game. The challenge was popular enough to snag a Season 2, but critics lambasted it, calling it dull. That was a point of view plenty of viewers came away with too. They said it was disappointing and staged. On top of that, a group of former Season 1 contestants spoke to Rolling Stone about the inhumane treatment they say they were subjected to, while also claiming the show was rigged.